Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto in Action. My name is Sarah, and in this video I want to share with you the best time frame to day trade with if you want to be making more profit on a regular basis. I've been trading for over 3 years now, and I honestly stayed away from this time frame since then. Why did I stay away from this time frame? Because I used to believe that this time frame is so bad, like there's a lot of manipulations that happen in this time frame. So if if I don't want to lose any money, I best stay away from this time frame. So I completely just did not even look at that time frame at all. I did not do any analysis on that time frame. The time frames that I mainly focused on ever since I began trading was the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, sometimes 30 minutes, but that is it. I just do my analysis based on the bigger time frames. Now, as I was trading with these time frames, I was making profits. Okay, I was making profits, but the thing that I noticed is that it will take days and days and days for me to actually make those profits. Okay, let's say I finally enter a trade. I have to wait for like days before the market actually gets to the area that I want to take profit at. Okay, and then the other thing that I had to wait for is for the market to come to my entry point. After analyzing the market, I create a trading plan and everything. I would have to be waiting for days or sometimes even weeks for the market to actually come to my entry point, and that was actually very, very exhausting. I didn't want that. Now I would like open the chart and I'm like, yo, I want to trade today, but I couldn't because I have to wait for the market to come to the entry point, and the market would just take forever to get there. And I got tired of that. I'm like, this is like, I don't want to be trading like this. I know I've heard of people talking about scalping and all that, but I didn't really really want to get into it just because I was under the impression that it was something that's just too risky. A lot of people lose money from it and all that. So I just stayed away from it. I stayed away from it. But recently, I think it's been 2 months now. 2 months now that I actually decided to go and check out this time frame. Okay, I'm gonna mention it very soon here. You might already know it, but anyways, so I went to this time frame. Okay, I opened it up on trading view. Okay, I was analyzing Bitcoin. Okay, so I opened Bitcoin on this time frame and I started analyzing it to see what is going on. I want to really understand what happens in this time frame. And guess what I discovered when I opened this time frame and started analyzing it? I noticed that there is a lot more trading opportunities in this time frame because the market, it's very volatile, right? It doesn't just go up right away, or it doesn't just go down straight, right? When you look at it on the bigger time frame, let's say the daily time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour, whatever, when you look at it in those time frames, you're gonna notice that the market is not going straight like that, right? It's not going straight like that. Instead, it's going in like this kind of pattern. So that it goes up and then down a little, up and then down a little. Okay, that's what you see on the bigger time frame. But on this time frame, it is a smaller time frame. Okay, this time frame though, the market will not do that. Instead, it will just shoot up, right up. It will just pump, let's say by 5%, 10%, whatever. It just shoot up by a lot. That's what is happening in the smaller time frame. But in the bigger time frame, you're not really gonna see that. You'll see the market just making this up and down patterns. So that's one thing I noticed. And I noticed that the market, it bounces back and forth, at least between these prices. So it will bounce back and forth between the support and the resistance a few times, maybe 5 times, 10 times, whatever, before it either continues the uptrend or it continues the downtrend. So when I saw that, I'm like, yo, this is literally trading opportunities that I could have taken to be able to make a lot more money, you know. So I saw that and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna focus on actually analyzing this time frame from now on, so I can understand how the price moves in this time frame, you know. So yeah, I started analyzing it and I was able to come up with a few strategies that actually started working for me. You know, as I came up with strategies that helped me to understand when the market was about to pump, okay, and when the market was about to dump. So yeah, I came up with these strategies and I started testing them for the past 2 months now, and I'm telling you, these strategies have been working for me. I've been a lot more profitable than I have ever been in this trading journey that I have been in. Okay, now what is that time frame? I know you've been waiting to hear it. You know, if you haven't figured it out yet, that time frame is the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so the 5-minute time frame is one of the best time frame to day trade with if you want to be able to make more profit on a regular basis. I'm telling you, this is honestly the best time frame, at least for me, because I've been day trading with the 5-minute time frame for the past 2 months now, and I have made a lot more profit. Here's some proof for you. I made all of this profit in literally a month and a half. That's how long, you know. Before then, I did not used to make this amount of profit. I would literally like enter how many trades? I think 4-5 trades, you know, in a month and so. And then, you know, the profits weren't that good. It weren't as good as this profit that I've been able to make the past month and a half now, you know. So yeah, the 5 minutes time frame is the best time frame to trade with. Okay, now there's something I want to talk about. You know, if you're someone who's considering switching to go trade the 5-minute time frame, before you do that, I just want to tell you something. Okay, first of all, don't just jump into it right away. Okay, in order to trade the 5-minute time frame, you want to make sure you understand the basics. Okay, you want to make sure you understand what support and resistance is. Okay, understand what trend lines are, and understand how to like read the volume and all that, like do volume analysis and stuff. You know, if you understand all those things, and then also understand candlesticks, you know, I mean, although like the candlesticks patterns and all that, I feel like it doesn't really matter as much when it comes to trading the 5-minute time frame. However, you need to understand what support and resistance is. You need to understand what trend line is, you know, how to draw an uptrend line and how to draw a downtrend line. If you understand these things, then you're going to be able to easily trade the 5-minute time frame. Now, when it comes to trading the 5-minute time frame, okay, when it comes to trading the 5-minute time frames, remember, any trade that you enter in the 5-minute time frame, do not expect to be in that trade for days or weeks. Those trades, literally, you should be in it for only a few hours or maybe for the whole day, okay, and then you're out. If you enter a trade in a 5-minute time frame and you're waiting for days and days and that, you best just get out of that trade, because most likely the market is going to go against you. Now, the other thing to note about the 5-minute time frame is that you're always going to have trading opportunities every single day. When you wake up and you open your laptop or your phone, you know, to analyze the chart, just know that you're always going to be able to find trading opportunities for you to be able to trade every single day. Literally, I'm able to trade and make at least minimum 5% on that day. You know, if I don't enter a trade in that day, it just means like the market is just going sideways. You know, if the market is just going sideways, not really doing much, then yeah. But usually in the 5-minute time frame, the price will move. Okay, it's gonna move. So now I want to share with you guys my screen so you can just see some of the proof, you know, because I don't want to just talk. I actually want to show you guys some of the proof of trading opportunities that I've been able to find in the 5-minute time frame for the past month and a half, so that you can see as well. Okay, so here's a 5-minute chart for Bitcoin, and I just want to show you a few of the trading opportunities that I've been able to find, and that you can also find if you decide to trade with this time frame. Okay, now the trading pattern that I noticed that works really well with the 5-minute time frame is trend lines. I noticed that the 5-minute time frame tends to create a lot of up trend lines, and then these trend lines are one of the things that actually, if you can actually spot them, you can actually find really good trading opportunities with them. So I have a few here drawn out for you to see. So let me just change their color so you can see them better. So we have here in blue, so any blue line here, that's a trend line. So you see this one here, this would have provided a very good trading opportunity for you if you entered, say, right over here. You know, in order to draw a trend line, you know that you have to be able to connect two lows. Okay, you need to connect two lows together, and then once you're able to do that, then you can just put the line connected and then extend the line to as high as you want. Okay, so once you connect these two trend line, let's say this part here at the top did not exist, right? Only this two, I can only see these two lows here. I have this low and then this one here. So once I see that, I connect the lines and then I can just extend it to as long as I want. Now, since this is the 5-minute time frame, I don't want to extend the trend line way too long, because this trend line in the 5-minute time frame is only for a short period of time. Eventually it's going to get broken or something like that, right? So I just want to extend it maybe just up to here, and then now when I see this trend line, I can see, okay, the price is coming here. I'll go ahead and enter a long position and then ride it all the way to the next resistance, which I know obviously is around over here because the price got rejected the last time. So I know that if I enter from here and the price pumps, there's a chance that it's gonna, you know, it's going to start retracing back to the trend line once it gets to that area. So I'll set my take profit right over there if I enter from here. And then my stop loss, I'll set it right below this trend line right there. Okay, so that's one trading opportunity. Let's look at another one. So we have another one right over here. Okay, we have another trend line here. Now this one is a bit more like, it's not as clear as this one here, but it is still a trend line. Okay, it's still a trend line because the price is forming higher highs and higher lows. Okay, whenever the price is forming higher highs and higher lows, and you're able to connect the two lows together, then you have yourself an uptrend line. Okay, so I drew this uptrend line here, and then okay, and then we can see I can trade this. Once I connect the line here, then I can place my long order right over here. Okay, right on the line here. Now with this trend line though, you can see that the price actually didn't really pump that high. Okay, it pumped to the resistance, obviously it actually did, right? But it actually ended up breaking this trend line, and then once it broke the trend line, it tried to come back again, and then finally broke out, and then you can see it continue going down. So sometimes you might have things like this that happen. That's why you have your stop loss, because things like this can happen. It doesn't happen all the time, at least not for the past month and a half that I've been, you know, analyzing the 5-minute time frame. This false breakouts don't really happen a lot. Okay, it does not happen a lot. It will happen sometimes, but yeah. So this would not really have been a really good trade if you were trying to go long here on the trend line. Yeah, you would have gotten stopped out, and then yeah, it would not have been a good trade. Okay, now we also have another one right here. Now, these are all trend lines that I've been trading. I've been trading them. I don't only long them, I also short them. So if I notice that the price actually broke the trend line, okay, if I notice that the price broke out of the trend line, then that provides an opportunity for me to actually go short. Okay, shorting means I am predicting that the price is going to start falling, so I'll go ahead and open a short position. Now, I don't open the short position right away. If I notice that the price broke the trend line, I'm not going to start shorting it right away. I'm going to actually sit down and wait for the price to come back to retest that trend line as resistance. Once it comes back to retest and I see that it's actually getting rejected, then I'll go ahead and place my short. And then I usually set my take profit right at the bottom here, okay, on the next support. So when the price breaks the trend line, it usually will go all the way down to the next support, which is usually at the bottom of the trend line. So like right over here, if you can see where the mouse is moving, let me draw the line just in case, you know, for those people who can't see what I'm pointing at. So I'll set my take profit right along here. So if I go short here, I go short here. Okay, I set my take profit right here. You can actually see that the price actually finally came to this take profit area, you know. After, say, I entered here, you know, the price started falling, but it went back up again, but eventually it actually did come here. Okay, this is a trade I did take and it was pretty good. Another trade, look at that right over here. You know, the price created a trend line, you know, and then it broke out of it. I saw that, I went ahead and shorted. You know, this time around though, the price actually didn't come to retest it, you know. So there are times when the price is not going to retest it. So you can either choose to enter right away when the price breaks the trend line and then set your take profit here, or you can wait for the price to go and retest it, you know. Now, one of the things that you have to watch out for, you know, when you're setting your stop losses, okay, so when the price breaks the trend line, okay, you saw that it broke the trend line, you go ahead and short the market, okay, you short it, you're expecting the price to go down to your take profit, which is at the bottom of this trend line here, right? Now, in the event that the price starts retracing back to come to this trend line, okay, you need to watch out for whether the price will break back in or not, because if the price ends up breaking back in, then it makes this breakout, you know, this break of this trend line a false breakout. So you want to actually get out of the trade, because if the price broke back in, there's higher chance that it's actually going to continue pumping higher. So that's why you want to get out. But if the price actually doesn't break back in, you know, it comes near here, you're still in the trade, you entered from here, but the price is coming here, it's testing it, it did not break back in, then you can continue to stay in your trade and expect that the price will drop lower. Okay, so that's one thing that I do and that you can also do. Another one right here, look at that, you know, we have a trend line, you know, the price pumped. You know, what I noticed, another thing that I've noticed is that with this trend line, the price actually tends to break them more than pumping higher. So when you're drawing an uptrend line in the 5-minute time frame, expect the price to actually break out of that trend line eventually. It does that more than it pumps higher. Like you can literally see, look at that trend line, it goes up, and then what happens? It breaks it. Trend line, it goes up, what happens? It breaks it and goes lower. Literally, that's what's happening. That's literally what I've noticed, that the price does not really pump that high when it's moving on an uptrend line on the 5-minute time frame. It's more likely dumps than pumps. So these are all the trend lines that I've been able to trade like the past month and a half now. You know, I've been able to literally take some really nice trading opportunities here, you know, using this trend line strategy, and it's worked really well. You can see that literally this is all I've been doing, and it's been working really good. There's been some days where I just, you know, I don't trade, you know, maybe because I'm busy doing other things. But when I actually do have the time to analyze the market, I'll come and I'm looking for trend lines. I want to be able to find good trend line, and what I'm looking for is whether the price broke that trend line or not. If it broke it, then I'll go ahead and short it. And if it's respecting that trend line, let's say it's gonna pump higher from it, then I'll go ahead and long it and set my stop loss right below that trend line. Okay, when you're trading with the 5-minute time frame, you want to always be aware of what's happening on the bigger time frame, because if the bigger time frame is showing, say on the 5-minute time frame we are bullish, we're looking very bullish, but on the daily time frame it's looking extremely bearish, you want to be aware of that. Okay, I will give you a perfect example here. So let's say we are on the 5-minute time frame. Let me delete this stuff here. Let me delete this. So let's say I'm on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, and this is the support. I go ahead and long the price. Okay, we'll use this example, this area here. Okay, I see that the price came to the support and I go ahead and long it. I'm expecting that, hey, this is the support. I know that the price comes to support. I'm expecting that it will bounce back up from it, right? So I go ahead and long it, and I'm expecting the price will go high, but instead of the price going high, it ends up breaking the support. Now, one of the reasons why the price actually broke the support is because on the bigger time frame, the price is bearish there. Okay, there is a bearish pattern that's happening there. Let's say the daily time frame or 4-hour time frame, most likely the daily time frame. Okay, so if the daily time frame is bearish, I don't want to have high confidence in thinking that the price is going to be able to bounce back up from this support here on the 5-minute time frame. Just know that there's a high chance that the price will most likely end up breaking that support on the 5-minute time frame. So that's why you want to always be aware of the candlestick patterns and the chart patterns that are happening on the bigger time frame. So here you have it, guys, the best time frame to day trade with if you want to be able to make a lot of profit on a regular basis is the 5-minute time frame. Now remember, if you want to trade this time frame, make sure you understand the basics such as the support and resistance, understand how to draw trend lines and all that, understand volume, how the price moves. If you understand all those things, then you can go ahead and give the 5-minute time frame a little try. And I hope that if you start using some of the strategies that I shared with you in this video, I really hope that it's going to help you. I believe that it's going to help you, just as long as you know how to like manage your risk and you know how to control your emotions. Okay, then you're gonna do well. Okay, one of the things that really control traders is their emotions. Okay, so when you're entering this trade, just know that it is going to control your emotion, because the 5-minute time frame is very volatile. The price just moves up and down a lot. You're going to be seeing consistent bearish, bullish candles just back and forth. You'll be seeing bullish engulfing candles or bearish engulfing candles on the 5-minute time frame, and that might start making you feel a certain type of way. You might start feeling either fearful or sometimes greedy, but just remember, look at the bigger picture. Don't look at the small movement that is happening in just single candlestick. Okay, don't look at those movement. Look at the bigger picture. Look at where you have set your target, your take profit, and your stop loss. Just focus on those things. Don't focus on the smaller candles, the price actions that are happening in the just a single candle and stuff like that. Don't focus on that. Okay, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.